had to make a room.
Oh no! What is that? No! Oh no!
Oh, it's the whole body.
Hey everybody, welcome to Maine's Movie Thoughts. I'm your host Taylor, and today we're going to have our Jurassic World movie debate. This movie debate is going to consist of 3 rounds, and each round will be judged solely based off of the argument. We had our friend Sierra go to Jungle Gyms and pick out some of the nastiest food that she could find. So the loser of each round will have to eat one of the mystery items. They have no idea what they're going to be eating, so there should be a lot of fun. So judging today, we have our friends Shala and Celsey. So if they can't come to a mutual decision, I'll make the final decision. Our first contestant, looking for redemption from the last movie debate, is our friend Anthony. His challenger with a record of 1-0 is Mr. Main Movie himself.
You can just call me Jermaine. You don't really need to do the whole Maine's movie thing. It's...
Oh, but your last name is Movie, right?
All right.
No? Not Maine's Movie?
His name is Bob Burger.
It's not.
It is.
Question 1. Was the Jurassic World trilogy a failure? 4 minutes on the clock. Go.
Well, regardless of whether or not you like the franchise overall, the movie specifically, they completely breathed new life into a whole generation of kids as far as their love of dinosaurs, similar to what they did for us when we were kids. Okay. You know, being completely honest about it.
Well, let's just bring. You said it breathed in a whole new life. The first trilogy was terrible after the first movie. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and whatever Jurassic Park 3 was called, those weren't movies, and that's why we had to reboot the franchise. It wasn't as good. The second one was terrible. It wasn't as good as the first one, and we had to reboot the franchise as Jurassic World. And
there was always meant to be multiple movies in this franchise, not just 3. It was always going to be 6.
The meaning of this was the franchise a failure, and by my metric, it was because it followed the same trap as the first one, as the first trilogy. It was a solid. I mean, you can't compare it to the first Jurassic Park movie, of course. That movie is goated, but the first Jurassic World movie was very well received. It was $1 billion movie, and then it just continuously went downhill from there.
Well, the last 3. World, Fallen Kingdom, and Dominion were also very successful movies in the box office, if we're going by those standards.
There's been terrible movies that succeeded the box office. Look at the Fast and Furious franchise. That is still going on. Now,
I will concede the argument that the second one might not have been the best in the series. But the first one was a true spiritual successor to the first movie. If we're going to be completely honest with you. The first movie was the realization of John Hammond's vision in the first movie. We got to see it on the big screen, not just a small park with a couple of dinosaurs there. This was a fully functioning park on the island.
All right, and then what happened at the beginning of the world? Like I said, the Jurassic World was a good movie. It was a solid movie in my book. My thing is, when you look at the trilogy of the Jurassic World movie, yeah, you can say at the box office it was a success. All 3 movies were a success. But at the end of the day, how did it end off? It tapered off after that first movie, exactly like the first trilogy did.
I don't feel like it tapered off. And the reason I will say this is because I feel like the way that they set up the Jurassic universe overall was, instead of it being each movie being a separate story that they were telling, they were taking snapshots out of a full timeline. So the first snapshot for Jurassic World being a snapshot of what happened exactly when the island, when Jurassic World failed. The second one being, okay, so they're going back to take some dinosaurs. They were always meant to move the dinosaurs to the mainland. That was the goal, starting all the way back in the books. And then the third movie being what happens once they failed with their plan to take them to the mainland.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure the people who follow my channel knows my feelings on the third movie. Cheap plug, go watch it. But what I'm saying is, but the premise is it wasn't a failure, or did it repeat the same missteps as the first one? And it did. it had so much potential, especially the thought of the second one. The second one can fall off, but then when you have the third one and then you're relying on the nostalgia of the old characters, that's where it lost me.
Oh, the third one, nostalgia. As far as nostalgia for the old characters, I feel like it was necessary. The way they introduced it, it wasn't they were just a part of the story all along. It showed why they were there. They weren't there specifically because of the plot set up by the first two movies. They were there because things going on in their lives brought them there.
No, because the second movie, Fallen Kingdom, wasn't that great. So,
Alright, so we'll ask Kelsey first. So was the trilogy a failure based on the arguments you heard?
Based solely on the arguments, I want to say no, simply because of the blockbuster points, along with the tying it all together with the old and the new.
Okay, Shayla, go ahead.
She pretty much stole the words out of my mouth. I agree with her. So I'm going to also say no, it was not a failure.
Alright, pick a number 1 through 3.
I'll take 2. All right, 2. Yeah. All right.
Hey, lucky number 2.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be by it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You want to wrap it for more wrapping?
Oh, what is that? Oh, that smells horrible. What is that? What is this?
It's squid, dried squid.
That's not. It's kind of marred, but that smells awful.
It's not the worst.
Calamari is fresh squid.
Calamari.
It's dried squid.
Smells horrible.
Bite it. Bite it.
Okay. Hold on.
Bite it. Bite it. Ooh, get in there. Oh.
Fear Fat style. Get in there.
Why is it so hard?
What does it actually taste like? The ocean?
Oh, I don't want that.
Seafood, say it.
It smells like the ocean.
It's a bad
But. Oh, I should have said that. It's very hard to swallow.
You gotta swallow.
It's so hard to swallow.
Quitters, Jermaine, you gotta swallow. Think about something. Oh,
All right, I'm good.
Question 2. Besides the first Jurassic Park movie, what is the best movie in the franchise? All right, 3 minutes on the clock. Go.
All right, I still taste it. Okay, the best movie in the Jurassic franchise, besides the first one, is of course Jurassic World. It's Jurassic World because just like you said on the last argument, we saw the fulfillment of Dr. Hammond's vision, and when it coming out after a glorified Godzilla movie. And probably one of the worst ones of the whole franchise, 3. I feel like it did its job, so I'm gonna go with Jurassic World.
That's a tough one. Honestly, personally, it's a tie between World and Jurassic Park 2. The only reason I lean more towards Jurassic Park 2 is with the first one, Jurassic World being a successor to the first one. Jurassic Park 2 was the only true sequel to the first one.
Yeah, it was the only true sequel because Jurassic Park 3 was so bad, and like the thing is, everybody wanted Dr. Alan Grant. I mean, I love Jeff Goldblum more than anybody.
We don't have to get into 3. We'll stick with 2. Okay. Now, the thing with 2, which was special about 2, is 2 brought a lot of things to the equation. More dinosaurs, more action, a different feel to the movie. It also introduced us to the second island, Site B. It did a lot of things that I appreciate. Here's
my biggest issue with number 2. I felt like they wanted to be too much of a monster movie besides the Jurassic Park movie. They put a T-Rex in, what was it, San Francisco? It's like, yeah, San Diego, and said, hey, yo, look at this monster. Oh, everybody runs around. No. It wasn't true to what it is. That's the only movie in the whole franchise that really sticks out like a sore thumb because they weren't on the island. There was no control, and it's like, it was like a monster movie.
I would argue the third one probably sticks out the most, but I think it goes back to the whole snapshot in time argument that I made previously. The second one was good because of what it did. is it showed us a second island. It expanded the story. This was the island where they created the dinosaurs. It not only showed different parts of the island, but it also introduced us to different characters, more people from InGen.
How long did we stay on that island? We didn't stay on that. We stayed on that island for 30 minutes and then we left.
The bulk of the movie was on that island, and the entirety of the third movie was on the same island.
Come on, man. No, yeah, number 2 was so bad that they had to bring the main guy back because Ian Malcolm couldn't carry the movie by himself.
If you look at the overall consensus, looking back at this movie 20 years later, it brought a lot of things that we
It was a knockoff Godzilla. It was a knockoff Godzilla, and that's what it was. Jurassic World developed the story. Jurassic World showed what they wanted Jurassic Park to be, and coming off of number 2 and number 3, this is what people wanted to see. Jurassic World is the highest grossing movie besides Jurassic Park.
Time's up. Damn.
So the question is, besides the first movie, what is the best movie in the Jurassic franchise? So Shayla, go first.
Based off of the presented arguments, I'm going to go with Jurassic World.
All right, that's one for Jurassic World. Kelsey, what do you think?
I agree, only because, aside from the expansion that he brought out, I want to say that the blockbuster aspect and everything also with Jurassic World.
Let's go! Let's go!
I'm only going to pick 3.
All right, what we doing, number 1 or 3?
No, let's do 3.
All right.
All right.
Oh no, it's something wrapped up and ready to eat. Fish sauce. Why is everything fish?
Oh my god!
Oh!
I can't even read. Oh wait, made with. I don't even know how to pronounce most of these words. Oh.
Anthony, it kind of looks like your legs.
He hates fish, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, so it's like a... It's plastic around it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a hot dog.
Cut the tip.
Just the tip, Anthony.
Oh,
Don't
it smells
squeeze it like
awful.
that. Anthony, just get the tip that you
Let
cut
him
off.
do it, guys.
Okay, dang.
Oh, it looks like a hot dog. Like,
Oh,
What's a
no.
sausage?
Swallow it.
Oh,
Swallow
my-
it. Think of something good.
Dude, I can
and
smell it from here.
Why is it warm?
I want to think of something good.
Oh,
Don't.
no.
Question 3. What should be the most anticipated movie for the rest of the year? 3 minutes on the clock. Go.
All right. I'm gonna steal this one. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Avatar: The Way of the Water is the most anticipated movie that's left of this year.
Anticipated to who? That movie was boring when it came out.
Hold on. Whoa. It's been a 10-year gap, and everybody is excited to see
10
it.
more years, honestly.
Oh, when the first Avatar came out, what did it do? It revolutionized 3D. Every movie was in 3D, and they still do that now.
You have to be a special sort of person to even remember what that movie was about. Blue people. That's it.
What's yours?
Black Panther 2.
No.
Come on.
No. Why?
Let's see what they do without Chadwick Boseman. It was the first one was one of my favorite movies in the MCU so far. To be completely honest with you, they're possibly bringing Submariner in. A possible return of Killmonger. This could be really, really good.
All these that I hear is possible. The only thing,
Well, that's because they haven't released a trailer yet.
The only thing that we know is they're probably gonna F it up, and they're probably gonna F up the character. I'm sorry, but what they should have done is they should have
Marvel fan.
They should have recasted Black Panther. That's what they should have done. But now that they don't, they're
gonna take the story in a different direction. We gotta wait and see what happens. But the first one was fantastic. Every single instance that the Black Panther was involved in any other Marvel movie was fantastic. The first Avengers movie.
Look, listen. Let's talk about Avatar in A Way of Water. if James Cameron revolutionized 3D, they're talking about he's gonna revolutionize the way we shoot underwater films or scenes right now. That can be huge for the film industry right now. I'm excited, and it's been a 10-year gap. It's been a 10-year gap, so let's see. But they have to be doing something for 10 years.
Until they announced that movie, nobody was even waiting for that movie. I completely forgot the first one happened.
They did. And
I think the most noteworthy thing about that movie is it was one of the first ones to come out in 3D when they started making 3D.
Exactly. And then what happened?
Who has a 3D TV anymore?
You can use the technology to
people don't even watch the original one, and it's been out for 10 years.
Oh no.
I'm just saying, honestly, you have to be a special
It's
type of person.
the last movie was the high, and I think it still is. No, until Avengers Endgame, it was the highest grossing movie of all time, even adjusted with inflation. So that movie was a global,
if they're going to
universal
give me a new Avatar movie, make it Aang. I don't want to see this one.
They did it with Aang. How did that end? It was terrible.
Oh, dang. Question 1, what's the most anticipated movie for the rest of 2022? Celsey, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Jermaine, but there's not even a trailer. Like what? That was actually there were the facts that he pointed out. The only thing that, just like the second argument, I mean, you didn't have a lot of underwater. That's not a thrill. Sorry. But, I mean, I am excited now. I didn't even know they were coming out with another Black Panther movie. But I'm excited now. I'm not as excited about this year. I was excited before, though. The argument. I'm sorry.
All right, Shayla, what's your take?
Do I even have to say it?
Yes.
Stupid.
With your
He's all stupid. James Cameron, he's a godsend.
Who even is that?
He directed the Titanic, I think.
When was the last time you watched that? You had 2 VHSs last time you put that in.
Final answer is we're waiting to see Black Panther.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like. It's just okay.
Nope, you don't.
All right. Well,
why is it so close to me? Get
Y'all
over
might want
there.
to open this door in case he got to make a run.
Oh no! What is that? No!
Tarantula.
No! 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 Oh my God! Yo!
Oh!
They sell this?
Oh! Oh no! Don't open it. Why me?
Oh no!
Oh, it's the whole body.
Everybody like, subscribe,
Eat the body.
share.
No.
Oh God!
Eat the body. Just
Makes
bite
me
off a
anxious.
piece.
Just no, lift it up so they can
Just
see
bite a
it.
piece of the leg off the body.
Oh, it's crunchy. Still got the hairs on it.
Oh,
He's in the butt.
It's the butt.
Pretend it's a grape.
Oh,
it crunched. No.
just swallow it whole.
It's Fear Factor. Right in the middle. Is it wet?
Hey, Joe Rogan.
Is there any Spidey babies in it?
That was awful.
Yeah.
Nah,
It wasn't One Piece. It was attached.
Hey, Anthony, solidarity.
Hell
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all my friends and stuff that came out and shot a video. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Well, you know,
She said yummy.
so she hits the thing and her pet.
It's not. Are you connected to my
Hey,
Wi-Fi?
say that again. I'm gonna report you in 10